Good evening, my name's Bruce Hancock from WCT Communications. I have the privilege this evening to be with Mike from KIS International School. Good evening, Mike.
Hi, good evening. Thanks for having me.
Could you tell me a little bit about the MYP and the DP?
Sure. At KIS, we have both the PYP, MYP, and the DP. The MYP is the middle years program, and it's a program that's really especially designed for kids during their adolescence. That's a time, I think, in a lot of schools where students lose motivation and lose interest in school. And our programs, because they're inquiry-based, they're much more relevant to what students are interested in. It's a rigorous program that prepares students for the diploma program, which is the program that students complete in grade 11 and 12 at our school before going off to university.
Okay, thanks. Look, there's so many schools in Bangkok alone, I think, handful of international schools. What is different about KIS?
Well, one of the things that's special about KIS is that we're one of only a couple schools that offer all three programs. So we have all three IB programs. I think what we really pride ourselves on is being sort of a medium-sized school that's really community-oriented. So we're big enough to be able to have lots of different courses on offerings, to have really good facilities and those sorts of things, but we're still small enough to be able to have a really good relationship with individual students and families and make sure that kids are getting really good support.
Thank you. And look, all the international schools, I guess they're saying how successful they are. It's a difficult question, but how successful academically is KIS?
Well, I think defining success is something that's a little bit difficult for a school. I think it's easier for me to say that this year because we've had really good results. Last year our average score was 34 points, which is really, really excellent internationally. And so that's helped our students get into some of their best and first choices for university. As a school, I think we define success, beyond that in terms of how successful our students are being at universities. Are they getting into their first choices? And sort of how are they feeling about, growing up as an adult and becoming a person who's living the sorts of values that are associated with our school. So we've been really, really happy with the academic results we've gotten, but also really happy with the feedback we're getting from our alumni in terms of how they're performing at university, the different faculties that they're getting into, fabulous schools in the UK, the United States, Australia, Canada. And so we really feel like we're moving in the right direction with all of those things.
Okay, so it sounds like it seems to be a little bit of a holistic approach on the learning and development for the students. What would you say sets it apart, sets KIS students apart from other schools?
I think we really put the IB programs sort of at the heart of what we're doing. I think there are some schools that frankly take on those programs in some ways as a marketing tool, but we really think about educating the whole child. So it's fantastic that our students are getting really superior academic results, but things like the learner profile and other things like that talk about the values. We want our students to be caring, we want our students to be knowledgeable, we want our students to be principled, and those things really form the backbone of what we're trying to accomplish as a school. So those great academic results are a huge accomplishment that we're really, really proud of, but the young people that are going to our school, the adults that they're becoming, the way that they're contributing to their community, I think that's something that we really take a special pride in.
Thank you, Mike. And next is the head of school at KIS International School, Sally, looking forward to a few words of wisdom.